Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Libra, this is going to be your Mars in Aries reading. Now, Mars entered Aries back on June 27th and it's going to stay here until June 6th, 2021. So I do apologize about these coming out a little bit late, but I really needed Mercury retrograde or Mercury to go direct in order to start these readings. So this is an unusually long time for Mars to be in Aries. And part of that reason is because it's going retrograde from September 9th through November 13th. So we just have to be aware that we might feel our efforts suddenly stall and we might run into conflict and sort of some frustrations at this time, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Mars is the powerful planet of passion and drive, and it's going to be spending a really long time in its home zodiac sign of Aries. It's about 6 months. So when this happens, we see a great deal of momentum build up and our lives are really pumped with energy. It's really giving us this courage. And now that Mercury has gone direct, we can also harness this energy and we're going to burn brightly, pursue our personal goals, ambitions, and independence. But there is a little caveat to this, that there is aggressive energy that will push us to go after who or what we impulsively want without thinking twice. So that's something to think about. Before we get started, I just want to note that I do have all of the decks that I'm using listed in order of appearance and linked in the description box below if you guys are interested. I do also have the Emperor from another deck out here just to oversee and sort of give this reading extra authority. And finally, before I get started, I do want to apologize about any background noise. I do have people in the house that kind of talk and laugh, which is a good thing, but I don't want anyone to think they're hearing things. Or if you get distracted, I do apologize. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages for my dearest Libras. Libra, I don't have a lot of placement, but my Mars is in Libra. So, you know, I feel like really connected to you guys in this reading. And I really, when I was trying to decide, okay, who am I going to read for first this morning? Libra popped out. So I love the connection with you guys, my beautiful Venusian Libras. All right, Crosswatchers are also welcome. I know that it's easy to fall in love or fall for a Libra, but not all of these readings are about romance. All right, messages for Libra for this Mars and Aries reading. Wow, there you are. There's that Venusian energy, the Empress. Oh, and are you transforming? You're probably also transforming your world and your relationships around you. Okay. Nice. There we go. King of Wands. Okay. All right, Libras, overall energy here is the Three of Wands. This is a card of waiting. The Three of Wands is a card of waiting for your ships to come in, but this is showing up in the reverse. It's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And it's all about being prepared for something that's coming towards you. I do feel like there's this huge transition coming through. You're being asked to really step into your power, harness your innate abilities to lead, to be creative, to push forward. You know, this Mars, this Aries energy for Libras, it's a little bit difficult, right? Because like I said, my Mars is in Libra and we like to see both sides. We kind of get a little indecisive, and that Mars energy is about boom, this is what it is. It's this explosion, it's this courage, it's this decisiveness, it's yang energy. So some of you might be feeling like you're not quite ready to meet whatever this is coming towards you head on. And so you feel like you're really at a crossroads. Three of Wands in reverse taking me to that Two of Wands, the need to really make a decision. Because now is the time, Libra, whether or not we're comfortable or not. Okay? You guys are coming out as the Empress. Beautiful. One of my favorite cards in the deck. This Venusian energy. I told you I was tapping into it during the shuffle here. This is about being creatively pregnant with ideas. Some of you might be physically pregnant. You might be a little bit nervous about that. But this is Spirit's reminder that you've got this. You are beautiful. Everything that you touch, you bring a beautiful, gentle, graceful touch of beauty to everything that you do touch and that you work on. Okay, so whether that's creating a family, whether that's your business, your job, some of you I'm getting are poets or musicians. Some of you I'm getting are compiling like playlists or writing poems or something for somebody. Okay, either somebody who's not well or somebody that you're in love with or something along those lines. Or just, beautifying your home, that type of energy. And then it's not just for you, it's for your, it's for your tribe. It's for those who are around you. Because you really understand and harness that, when you beautify, when you buy flowers for yourself, when you put nice music on, when you meditate, when you heal, that's really affecting everyone that you're energetically connected to. And this Empress energy is a reminder, Libra, go for it. You've got it. You are awesome. This is a major transition. We have the Death card in your surroundings, not in reverse, in the upright. So this is a transition that's happening whether you like it or not. And Spirit is telling me here you are prepared, but it's just those little nerves that are saying, this is new, this is totally different. How's it going to go? Just don't get caught up in that thinking, okay? That worst case scenario thinking, Libra. You're ready, and the way that you are going to handle this, however that is going to be just perfect. Now, what's blocking you? We have the Queen of Coins. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Some of you, this is issues with motherhood. Now, it could be an issue that you have with your mother, or maybe you're working on repairing that relationship. I am getting, for some of my Libras out there, it's coming to terms with being a mother or a parent yourself. And I feel like I'm really hearing that, for the longest time you didn't want to have kids, and this is very specific. And you can also use this as a metaphor, but for a lot of you, I'm getting that you're coming to the point where either you're finding out that you're pregnant or you are pregnant, and it was something that you were opposed to. And it has something to do with, learning about motherhood from your mother. Some of you might have grown up in households where you were sort of, whether it was intentional or not, you were told that, the sacrifice of becoming a mother, like your mother had to give up a job or give up her hopes and her dreams to have this family. And that wasn't meant to hurt you, but it really did affect how you approached motherhood. And you're starting to sort of transform and understand that, maybe this is something beautiful and something that you want. Now, for others of you, it's not going to be about motherhood. I definitely have male Libras out there. It could be, that could translate into being a parent. But for some of you, it could be about creating your own business, this King of Wands, and just being not sure, something that you've worked on that you're not ready for. Are you ready to come out with it? Are you ready to quit your day job? Are you ready to tell people that, you have this side hustle that is, in the arts or in music or tarot reading or something along those lines? And I feel like this Queen of Coins energy harkens back to this Capricorn full moon that we had, that inner parent that was, because the Queen of Coins, she's fertile and she's very, she's nurturing. And she's very creative, but I feel like this earth energy is telling you, well, did you look at this? Did you see how this is going to be difficult for you? Maybe you should just stick with what you're doing, stick with what you know. And I feel like it's a negative energy. It's that tough parent in the back of your head saying, it's creating that doubt. And we see that coming in through the Eight of Swords. And this is something that Spirit and your guides really want you to work through and really step into your own power, Libra, because they're saying to me here, you've got this, deep down that whatever this is that you want to do, it's the right thing. So don't let, even if it's a parental figure, nobody knows what's best for you but you, Libra. Okay, so beautify, do it, do that glow up. Whether for some of you it could be physical about your body, it's like maybe getting tattoos, or maybe it's I don't know, people maybe going, vegan or going on a keto diet. It can be many different things, but it's something that I feel like there are naysayers, and Spirit saying, In your recent past, you have the Four of Wands. I love this. This is something I feel like coming into this realization, whether it's finding out that you were with child or you're going to become a parent, or, finding out what your true passion is. Now I'm seeing that you feel like you're not quite ready. Look at that Page of Cups. We have children showing up here, but it could be a message. It could be a relationship for some of you. And it could be a relationship that's at a distance, because the King of Wands is also a lot about travel. And it could be with a Scorpio person. And I feel like, it could be also a non-traditional relationship, but you've already come to the realization that this is the person for you, or this is the job for you. This is the, the tattoo for you. This is, this is the life for you. Becoming a parent is really something that made you really happy. This is the minor arcana version of the Sun card, right? So we get another little intuitive gem there, and a little hit on this having to do with children and a creation of yours. Now what's coming in from above, we have the King of Wands. This is the CEO, the adventure. This is passion. This is spirit. This is the part of you that's saying, don't let the practical matters get in your way. Dream big and go for it. This Mars energy, this Emperor energy is really supporting it. And you have this, don't doubt yourself, Libra. Okay, then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, at first I thought it was somebody else, and then as this card has been sitting here, I've been thinking maybe it's Libra, more of your energy. Now, the Queen of Swords is interesting, and I don't really love this coming out in your outcome position, but look at this. What I do want to see here is look at that tattoo on her chest, and I know I was talking about tattoos, so for some of you, this came up in another reading as well recently. Which is funny. Some of you are really contemplating like getting a big tattoo, or maybe getting a sleeve or something like that. Or it could just be something that's really permanent, like having a child, or, changing your job, or some sort of permanency here. That you're a little bit hesitant about. The Queen of Swords could also represent an ex, but I do get these two queens coming in. So I'm getting that, it's really important that there's something that may have been passed down from your maternal lineage that you need to work through and that you need to heal. And it could be, the little creation of self-doubt, or don't go out, on your, don't do anything there's that voice that's telling you not to do something that's unconventional. And I think Spirit says you really need to be true to yourself. The Queen of Swords can be a negative energy. Again, this could be opposition to what you're doing. Some of you might be afraid to tell your parents or your partner, or maybe even your children, that you are with child, or that you're making this decision, which is relatively permanent. Again, it could be a move. It could have to do with your business. It could have to do with, there are a lot of different scenarios that are coming through here. So I do apologize about the dog barking, the background noise, a little bit of confirmation, maybe a little bit of a warning. All right, with this Queen of Swords in reverse energy. All right, so Libra, look at that. Stand in your power, Leo energy, finding your calm no matter what's going on around you. Strength and courage that we're getting from Mars and Aries. The time is now. It's time to be authentic. It's time to be you, and you know what to do. There's that mental conflict coming out, worried about maybe coming out with whatever this is. And again, there's that hard, that tough parent coming through that's making you doubt what it is you truly know, okay? But that Four of Wands energy, that's 11-11. For some of you, this is a relationship. And there's some sort of, it's not very conventional. Maybe there's a big age difference between you, or there's a cultural difference or religious differences. And that's making you a little bit uncomfortable. Partnerships and alliances. So here we have the Three of Wands showing up in the upright. Okay, so you're ready. You're ready. And it's coming. It's coming in slowly. It's on the horizon. All right, and yep, then you get a huge go-ahead from the universe. Time is now. Passion ignited, Ace of Wands. Here we have the Tower moment in reverse. Just let it fall. Let people know who you are, okay? As long as you're not hurting anybody else, as long as it isn't, devastating. Well, how do I say this? As long as it's not hurting anybody else. It may be devastating to some people, but you know what? That's their problem, okay? If this is the right thing for you, Libra, it's the right thing for you. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to pull additional cards. I'm going to be reading from the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. These messages are really kind of simple, but they're so poignant. So let's go ahead and see what other energies are affecting Libra at this time. You get Taurus. Okay, Taurus is about commitments. You know, I think of the Hierophant card. You know, that's about being conventional. Taurus is also about the material and the everyday and the needs, getting your needs met, pleasures as well. And then we get Aquarius, pushing the envelope. Look at that. So we have 11. So some of you guys are definitely seeing 1111. I also can't help but notice we have the master number 22 showing up with mental conflict in Taurus. So this could be for some of you a love relationship. It's about equal exchange. But then we beautifully also have 1, 2, and 3. So this is telling me you guys are on the right path. All right, so Taurus, just for those of you, you might have Taurus in your chart, you might be dealing with a Taurus, or you just might need to hear the message of this fixed sign, which their mantra is, I have. The dates for Taurus are April 20th through May 20th. The stable energy of Earth combines with the fixed, determined quality and advises practical planning. Gather the facts, understand the data, figure out the next best step. The key phrase, I have, means that the motivation is centered on resources and to best deploy them. Yeah, definitely. For some of you, this is about business because the 3 of Wands is a card of waiting for your ships to come in. And literally, you know, we see this person waiting for a shipment to come in. All right, I just got that some of you guys might have delays due to COVID with international shipping. In this situation, ask, what do I have and how can I best invest it? Make a plan and commit yourself to seeing it through. Determination is a great quality, but if taken to an extreme, it can lead to disaster. While you are being advised here to make and commit to a plan, be flexible enough to modify it if need be and avoid stubbornness. All right, very good. Yeah, so tending to the day-to-day as well, okay, but not neglecting what's right for you. Then we get the other fixed sign of Aquarius, which is I know, January 20th through February 18th. The communicative energy of air finds determination in the fixed, stick-to-it quality. You may not have the answers, but you have a network available to you. Use it and the answer to everything is at your fingertips. The key phrase, I know, is a little misleading. You don't necessarily know the answers, but rather you know how to find them. In this situation, ask, who has the information I need? Also, Google is your friend. Having big visions and loving ideas makes for great conversations, but can leave a relationship empty of human emotion and others feeling neglected. Avoid being distant, detached, and cold. Okay, nice. All right, Libra. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull a final card for you guys. I'm using the Goddesses and Sirens deck by Stacey DeMarco. And I thought we would end, look at that, we get Lilith. I'm going to keep it because Lilith is you. Libra, this is me telling you you are 100% aligned. Equality. This is the card of Libra, you know, whether you like it or not. All right, this is beautiful. So the Goddess and Sirens deck is beautiful because it's feminine energy, but they're all these really strong cards coming through. So Lilith is an equal partnership is a positive goal. Your personal power may be challenged. Yep. So we found that challenge, and it may be even yourself challenging yourself. Recognize the need for a balance of power in your body and in your relationships. Within Jewish folklore and within some mystical traditions, Adam had a wife before Eve. Her name was Lilith. God created Adam from clay and said, it is not good for man to be alone. He then created a woman from the same earth exactly as he had created Adam. Now, for those of you who are biblical scholars, there are 2 different creation stories in the Bible, and this is just the one that we're told most often, right? Because the other passage is that he created man and woman in his image at the same time. But anyway, this is what the book says. God then suggested that they go forth and be fruitful, but Adam and Lilith began to disagree. I will not be below you. I am your equal, said Lilith. Adam rose up and answered, no, I am superior. I will always be on top. Lilith could not believe what Adam had said. She cried, we are equal as we were made the same way by the same God. There's that other passage of the creation story. They argued and could not come to a resolution. Lilith flew away into the air as far from Adam as she could go. Adam watched helpless as she disappeared from view. He called to his God, the woman you have sent me has fled from me. His God heard him and sent 3 angels to find her. The Creator said to the angels, "If she comes back, all is well, and I have made her well. If not, tell her that she will be expelled and that she will agree that 100 of her children will die every day." The angels found Lilith flying over the sea, and they told her of God's ultimatum. She thought carefully, but she would not return. The angels threatened to drown her, but she answered, "Leave me now. God has now cursed me to cause illness to babies, but if you leave me now, I promise that I will leave the children alone who wear your names and amulets around their necks." Ooh. Lilith was expelled from God's love and thus became a demon. Her children became demons too, and every day 100 of them died. However, Lilith kept to her word and spared any child wearing the angels' names on necklaces, and it is a tradition to this day that babies wear amulets for protection shortly after birth. For those of you who are with child, you might have been thinking about putting amulets on your babies. I'm not predicting here that anything bad is going to happen to children. Okay, but I feel like some of you in a lot of South American traditions, babies wear carnelian or they wear certain things for the evil eye, and some of you might have been thinking about that. Needless to say, Adam got a second wife, Eve, this time made from his own rib. In the extremely patriarchal slant of the Hebrew and even Arabic traditions, Lilith quickly became demonized, a succubus who not only tempted men in their sleep but killed children. She was written out of what became the Bible, but Genesis still contains evidence of her. Genesis 2:22, so again, look at that, we're getting the number 2 coming out, 22 coming out, beautiful. Describes God's creation of Eve from Adam's rib, yet earlier passage 1:27 indicates that a woman had already been made. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female, he created them. Okay, so that's the second creation story that we're seeing in the Bible. Not surprisingly, Lilith has become somewhat of a feminist icon in modern times and a much-loved symbol of the feminine divine in Wiccan and certain occult traditions. Lilith is seen as a powerful force for equality between masculine and feminine and for women to assert justice-filled power. Yeah, so some of you guys are really you're really sort of raging. You're really up against a patriarchal or like a top-down structure. And it's time for you to be authentic. It's time to be you. And this is, maybe people are going to be a little bit sore about this. In much of Western society, women are judged on their physical appearance, do not receive equal pay for the same work, and are underrepresented in government positions and in companies. In other countries, they are often the ones to suffer most during food shortages, giving what they have to their children, and experience higher death rates due to maternal mortality. If Lilith is present in your life, examine if you are being treated equally, or if perhaps someone else is suffering from inequality. Are your ideas being ignored because you are female or because you are young? Is it someone else in the same situation getting respect when you are not? Maybe it's time to be sure you are getting the respect and attention that you deserve. All right, Libra, wow, 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 wow. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.